This is Jennifer Markarian, Manufacturing Editor at Pharmaceutical Technology. I'm joined today by Dr. Craig Sandstrom, Director of Process Engineering at Fluor, a global company that provides engineering, procurement, construction, maintenance, and project management. Craig will be giving a presentation at the upcoming Interfex conference. That's an overview of modularization and implementation strategies. Craig, can you tell us what you see as some of the key factors driving use of modularization?
Sure. Typically what we see at the start of almost every project is people have certain cost, schedule, and quality goals for their projects. And early on in all projects, there's an effort that's undertaken both looking at the site, region where the facility will be constructed, and also the facility design itself to determine what opportunities exist to address your cost, schedule, quality issues. Some of the local, regional issues that you may run into are things such as labor availability or labor rates and associated logistics, what the site has in terms of being able to get people and materials to the site, which may drive a desire to try to move some of those activities off-site. Other things that you typically see is a desire to accelerate schedules. People want to make decisions and capital commitments sort of as late as possible to save money and also to meet their demands, so projects' schedules get increasingly compressed. And one of the ways to address that is via modularization, again, trying to be able to parallel path many of your activities, such as some of your construction of your process piping and equipment in parallel with some of the activities that take place to erect the building shell. And then finally are quality issues. Some places that you may want to build may not have the quality labor resources available, or the weather or site conditions may be prohibitive. And there's a desire to move the construction off-site again to address the quality issues so that you can do your construction in a better controlled environment with higher skilled labor. So those typically get to be the main factors that we see that get addressed early on in the project.
Very interesting. Now, in your presentation at Interfex, you're going to discuss several different types of modules. What type of module do people most often think of, or are there some other kinds that are not as well known?
I got to say that people get to be pretty creative when it comes to facility construction and approaches, and that's the reason why I have all the different varieties of modules that I'm talking about. I probably would say the two common themes that people think of when they think modules are they think of sort of your building module, where you basically put your facility together like Legos that include your building, all the architectural features, all the equipment, et cetera, pre-installed. And then the other probably common modular concept that you see people do are your tank array modules, where it's a large process module that may include several different process unit operations. Those probably get to be the most common. But you also see a lot of other varieties of modules that sort of come up. There's a lot of modular clean room designs that you can buy the module, and it's just not really equipment, but it's just a clean room itself. Or you can get piping-specific modules where you modularize things like a pipe rack or a large cluster of instrumentation to, again, address some of the labor concerns and labor density issues that you get when you get the project into the field.
Now, what do you see as the future of modular manufacturing?
Well, modular manufacturing, you got two different sides of that. One is the ability to manufacture modules to support the industry's needs, and the other is implementation of modules in a specific facility. I pretty much see modularization an essential component of almost all facility designs. We see it now, and we see the trend just continuing in the future. Again, a lot of it depends on the specific project needs and goals, on how extensively a facility is going to be modularized. Obviously, you increasingly see a number of facilities moving to sort of more remote locations, such as Asia or South America, where local trades aren't as mature as they are sort of in the U.S. and Europe. And in those instances, there's even a larger desire to try to modularize to get the hygienic components of the facility designed and fabricated in a quality location.
Very good. Well, Craig, thank you so much for sharing with us, and thank you to the audience for your attention. I know I learned a lot just in those few minutes, so if you'd like to hear more on this subject, be sure to attend Craig's presentation, which is part of a panel on modular systems held from 1:30 to 3 on Wednesday, April 24th at Interfex.